in real life. Hey, I'm Muskan, and today with me I have Sanjana and Abhijit, two hardcore RCB fans. But just to make it interesting, Abhijit is gonna support CSK. Yes.
Okay, I can pretend to be CSK for like 30 minutes. No problem.
All right. So, there are 12 kinds of RCB fans. Fans who support RCB as it represents their state and the city. Fans who support RCB for Virat Kohli and ABD. Fans who are hardcore CSK haters. Fans who are possessive about RCB and they leave no chance to troll other teams' fans despite the loss and win. Fans who always chant Isala Cup Namde. Most fans use it, but some are just obsessed. And fans who always defend RCB in one or the other way. Um, Fans who are RCB experts. They just know everything that has to be about RCB. Fans whose Facebook timeline is filled with posts related to RCB. Fans who only watch RCB matches because IPL is just not about the other teams, okay? And there are fans who are quite practical. They have all the thoughts in mind, and fans who will never lose hope on RCB. Like hashtag
Yeah.
RCB for a lifetime, and fans who support other teams being in Bangalore and Karnataka. Okay, so let's get started. Every year, RCB loses the IPL, but their fans support them always. Every year, they know the results, but their fans support the team as always. Every year, 5 or 6 months before the start of IPL, they support the team by chanting Isala Cup Namde as always. Every year, RCB loses the IPL, but still, their love with them never decreases. Time to be loyal? Take notes. Okay, so why RCB? Why not any other team like MI or CSK?
I am from Bangalore, so that's like one major aspect of being an RCB fan. But initially, what drew me to RCB was because they had Dravid as their icon player, and I'm a big Dravid fan. So I think initially drew me to RCB, and then so many iconic players like Kumble, Callis, and of course, who can forget the iconic duo of Virat and ABD and Gale. It was such a super powered team. It had
Okay,
also my favorite players in it. I think that's what being a loyal RCB fan, which I'm to this day.
okay. What about you, Abhijit?
Uh, so why I'm an RCB fan is because I grew up here. Why I'm pretending to be a CSK fan is because I was born in Chennai many years ago. I don't even remember that part, but still, why not? Um, I watch the IPL only if there's alcohol involved. I'm very specific and very clear about that. Yeah, so I support RCB because I grew up in the city. I do follow the Karnataka team whenever they play, and I'm very keen on like looking at youngsters playing for RCB India, all of that stuff.
Okay, so how does it feel to be like an RCB fan? All that pain and misery, and no
Uh,
support for a life system.
it is very difficult because every year, as you mentioned, we say, okay, this year is ours. Isala Cup Namde. But for the past 3 years, I think after 2016, when we made that final and lost so miserably, I think that was the biggest heartbreak ever. And then 17, 18, 19, we didn't do well. But I feel like one thing we RCB fans take pride in is the loyalty to the team because we know that we've got the potential and the players, but somehow stuff doesn't come together. Yes, I mean, you stay with the team through the highs and the lows. We've seen solid highs as well. We would like to be with them through the lows. I know we're going to win it someday. RCB forever. But it's challenging. It's challenging because every single time you go in with so much passion and emotion and expectations. It's a little sad, but it's okay. That's what sport is about.
Right, because RCB always loses.
Not always. We've been bad the last 3 seasons. 2016, we were good. We were qualified for the qualifiers, made the playoffs like 5 times. We made, I think, like 3 finals. I know we've lost, but we have had good seasons. Yeah, but years, I admit, have not been so great. But this year, we're doing decent. Definitely top the table at one point of time. So, yeah, let's see. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, top of the table was for like 30 minutes, right?
No. 4 hours, 4 hours.
Guys, I turned on my TV and then they
Just
were not
play.
top of the table anymore. I mean, it took one pint of Kingfisher and they were like back in third or something like that.
Yeah, well,
Second.
RCB
But
does this, right? It gets your hopes high and then it's like a
um,
plane crash.
yes. I mean, every year we're hopeful because I mean, you've got the best batsman in the world. You've got Virat and ABD. You supposedly, I mean, they can win you games single-handedly, but it doesn't come together. I have no explanation whatsoever. But I think a lot of factors do contribute. I mean, our bowling unit and just like not having like a solid middle order after like an over dependency on Virat and ABD is kind of causing us to sort of lose. But this year we've had like a lot of good people like Padikkal or Finch, and I think we've strengthened our batting order as well. And bowlers also they've tried to get in like the dead bowling and dead bowling this year, which is going okay. They've done well few matches, but not in other matches. But yeah, I think let's see. Hopefully this year, that's what we say every year. So yeah.
Right. So what exactly pulled you, like pulled you to RCB?
Yeah, I think initially, as I mentioned, it started with Dravid. I think after that, I was also a huge Virat Kohli fan. I don't think I follow De Villiers so much, but again, just the sheer talent. I think, yeah, pretty much. There's such a joy to watch. Obviously, going to Chinnaswamy and supporting them, and like I've been in Bangalore for like years, so I think it's got that emotion attached to it, a sense of uh, togetherness or like just apnapan.
Okay, so how did you react to Virat marrying Anushka? That was like a highlight.
Yes, I think it was great. I think they were dating for like a few years before they got married. I think they gel. They've got like that good chemistry, and they always look so in love. And I think they get along well with each other. Yeah, I think they're great together. I think they make a great couple.
Wasn't Virat trolled for being with Anushka? All those memes had come up,
That
right?
is that is just so stupid. Would you blame Virat Kohli for her movies flopping? You wouldn't. That is so sexy. I mean, come on. You should. I mean, Virat should be held accountable for his performances, and she does her own. Blaming a spouse for his performance is just ridiculous. I never got it. It's just ridiculous.
Okay, well, I would never know. Okay. So, what happens once Kohli retires?
Good question. But I think he's like what 31, 32. Usually players play till like 38. So we've got like good 5 to 6 years we have before we have to worry about that. But yeah, it might be one of the last few IPLs ABDs playing. I think maybe 2 years or 3 years tops, unless he makes like an international comeback. So yeah, that's the most worrisome thing. We need to replace ABD. I mean, those are big shoes to fill. But yeah, let's get there when we have to. I think investing in youngsters is what the team has done this year as well. That they've shown in by like letting Padikkal open the batting and picking up all the youngsters at the auction, even say Josh Felipe. I know they're investing in the young talent pool. Hopefully, before all these legends retire, they do come up the ranks as well so that they can take over for RCB.
Okay, and what are your thoughts on that?
Asking me?
Yes.
My thoughts on who's going to succeed Virat is what you're saying, right?
Yes, who's going to succeed Virat, and would you still support RCP?
So I think, like I said earlier, I don't support RCB just for Virat. I support RCB because I'm from Bangalore, and this city has been a big part of my life. So irrespective of how badly RCB does, I went to when I watch English football, and I watch this. If you go on Netflix, you'll see Sunderland and Wigan Athletic and all that, and they have tens of thousands of fans. They're playing in like the lower leagues of English football. So irrespective of who comes and whatever happens, I'll always be an RCB supporter, always. So who's going to take over from Virat? So I don't want to jump the gun, but I think I've actually watched Devdutt Padikkal play. I've watched him play in the Ranji Trophy. I've watched him play a few times. I've actually visited Chinnaswamy for Ranji matches. I think he's a good candidate to take over. I don't know what they're going to do in the auction and all of that from here on out, but I think for now maybe him, or I think Aaron Finch is also a fairly decent candidate. We'll have to see what happens in the auction.
Okay, so do you miss the ultimate sweetheart, Gail?
Yes, we do. I just miss watching him bat at the Chinnaswamy and sending all the balls into Cubbon Park. It's such a joy to watch him bat, but I mean, he had quite a few good seasons where he was like his 175 is iconic. He's had so many good knocks, but again, I think he was kind of like let go after a couple of bad seasons where he didn't come through for the team. Ideally, I would have liked to stick to RCB because when he went to Punjab, he had a good season last year. I mean, he hasn't played yet till now for Punjab this year, but he was pretty good last year. I think I would have loved to have that iconic duo stick together, like Gale, ABD, Virat. I mean, there couldn't be like a better top order.
And you've got nothing to say to that.
I'm a huge fan of KL. I'll admit it. I'm a huge fan of KL. I'm an even bigger fan of Mayank Agarwal. We both studied together in the same school and all that. So
Wow.
yeah. I mean, I've seen him play since those days, and even then he was a pretty big deal. So I was more disappointed that Mayank was not there rather than KL. I would have loved to see. I would have loved to. I mean, we're seeing what they do in Kings 11. It's fantastic. I mean, actually, if you see Kings 11 has taken like half of our players.
Yeah.
They've taken all of them. It's unbelievable. They took KL.
Yeah.
Karun was also gone, and
Karun.
I think Kumble also counts as one of us. I still say Kumble is one of us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Krishnappa
and
Gautam as well, right?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he is well. Yeah,
Oh.
so yeah, they've just all gone. It's unbelievable, and they all played
Shreyas
against.
Gopal, yeah. They are
Yeah, so yeah, Shreyas Gopal. Yeah, I mean, I think I think I'd really like to see Shreyas Gopal play for India. So
yeah.
I know him personally as well. So I
Wow.
would really love to see him play for India. Really would love to see him play for India. I mean, because now Kohli he likes wrist spinners a lot. I think we
Hmm.
started seeing that Chahal, Kuldeep, both of them they're wrist spinners. So I think Shreyas is a good wrist spinner. I think I see him coming in like very soon, at least T20s maybe.
Okay, what are your thoughts on Parthiv Patel?
I love him. He's amazing. He's amazing. He's like just there in RCB. he'll always be there in RCB. I think even when he's like 50, he'll still be there in RCB. He'll be wearing an RCB shirt and sitting somewhere. I've been a big fan actually. I think first time I watched him was in I think 2003
World Cup.
when they played in Australia. And yeah, Parthiv is I really liked what I saw. 2003. But I think even even like now he's what, he doesn't look like he's 35, but still I'm guessing when he's like 40, he'll still be sitting with RCB with all that shirt and paraphernalia, everything. Yeah, he's an RCB lifer. I think he'd stay longer than Kohli also.
Yes, reminds me of one of those Virat Kohli memes. Um, RCB will win IPL when Virat Kohli is probably 80 with all those wrinkles and white hair.
Mm.
Sooner than that. But yeah, I think my memory too of Partha Patel initially was seeing him in the 2003 World Cup. I think he's really, really good too. I think he was really good for us as an opener last season. He did really well. I mean, I would have loved to see him open this season, but we've got Finch and Padikkal and they've been really great. Unless ABD doesn't like want to keep wickets, I think Parthiv is going to come in unless they go for Josh Philippe. But yes, I hope he gets a few games to bat. But yeah, I think Padikkal and Finch have been great. But yeah.
Okay, so RCB has been known for putting up big totals and not being able to defend them. So that has been the history. And especially in today's context, when we go down the memory lane, in 2018 and 19, CSK defeated them in Bangalore and just missed by a run, chasing a score of, I think, more than 210 plus.
Mm,
Um, do you think they'll be able to find a tangible solution for their bowling issue?
yeah, I think season on season, every auction has been about finding these dead bowlers for us. But I think they've made an effort to say, I think this season, in terms of like getting in Isuru Udana or like Stain or Morris, I mean, like they've have had so many backups this season for death bowling. But again, we have Siraj and Umesh Yadav who just leak runs, like leak so many runs. So yeah, it is a concern, definitely, because the other day I think when we were chasing down, when Mumbai was chasing down, I think we gave away around 82 runs and 4 overs. I mean, that is a cause of concern for sure. But I think they've tried a lot of players, and like every auction is always about finding that perfect bowling combination. But yeah, somehow it hasn't uh, gotten together yet. I think we still yet to address the bowling woes. That's what I think is like a major deterrent, and you need to have good bowlers to defend any total. I mean, bowlers new matches, even though I mean you say that for test matches, but I think it's very true in T20 as well. I mean, look at Sunrisers Hyderabad; they've been such a good team over the years, and they pride themselves in having such a good bowling attack, which is amazing. I mean, look, Mumbai has Bumrah. I mean, Delhi has Rabada. They have Bhuvi. Who do we have? I don't think we are there yet in terms of getting our bowling attack together.
And I don't think you will be.
I hope so. I haven't checked the squad yet for today. I was hoping Chris Morris is fit to play today. Let's see. Hope he's the answer to that. I'm hoping he's an all-rounder too who can like bat at like 7 or 8. So hopefully, let's see.
Okay, and do you have something to say to that?
Um, I'll just say that every team has an issue with death bowling. It's not just RCB. Every team, that if Cottrell was like the greatest death bowler, then he wouldn't. Then Tewatia wouldn't have hit five sixes off him, right? So as far as I know, it's just about. I think this season what's happened is actually Virat and ABD or whoever it is, Finch, Padikkal, whoever. It's usually been a case of RCB outscoring the opposition. I've always seen that happen. I've never seen like death bowlers for RCB ever, or or for that matter, apart from Bumrah, I've never really seen death bowlers. So I don't really know what a death bowler is, to be honest. But it's about it's in every sport. They I think they call it character, and I think Virat, ABD, I think these guys they have that character to be able to win matches. So I think yes, bowling needs to improve. They need to go into
Yeah.
auctions. Need to go into auctions with better knowledge of who they want to get. Actually, if you see on YouTube, you'll actually see a few videos where they discuss. I think Mike Hessen and I think the
Mm.
rest of the guys they discuss auction strategies. I find that very
Yes.
cool. I find that
Yeah.
very very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think now they have more bowlers than batsmen. It's like a baseball squad. You have more pitchers than hitters. So that's what I see with RCB this year. But yeah, as far
Yeah.
as death bowling, I think we'll see what happens.
Well, the bowling unit keeps leaking runs, and the batting unit fails to perform consistently. Like one of those horrifying tube lights. And looking at the history, they lost. I mean, sorry, they won the match with SRH by 10 runs, and then they lost to Punjab by 97 runs, and
Yeah.
then they had the super over. That was an amazing match though with MI.
Yeah. It was so good.
Yes, I really thought MI would win, but then surprise, surprise, and they won the match with RR. So it's like kind of consistent, but not exactly consistent. So I don't think it's just the
Yeah.
bowling in its fault, right?
I mean, definitely the game with SRH, I feel like honestly we won more because of their blunders. I mean, Chahal was really good. He came at the death and like took those important wickets as well. I think Chahal was like the star performer and has been so amazing this season. But again, yes, I mean the batting unit for now. I think both the games that we lost was because they couldn't chase down the totals. I think yeah, we've not chased down a few times. I think the game against Rajasthan we had a pretty successful chase. But again, yeah, I think consistency has always been the problem, even with batting. Like, I mean, initially it was the over dependence on Gale, Kohli, or ABD. Now that we've had, like, okay, somebody like a particle standing up or like Finch sometimes, I think they need to kind of like have not just over reliance on a few players and everybody kind of contributing to the win. But again, yeah, consistency is a problem. But I think we do have the potential and the players, and as he said, character to kind of put up an amazing batting performance. But yeah, consistency has to be there if we have to go any further or even make the playoffs this season.
Okay. Any thoughts?
Uh, I actually agree with what Sanjana is saying. I really do because I think when the batting is done well, the bowling hasn't, or when the bowling is done well, the batting hasn't. So there's always that's the balance has never happened. I've never seen
Yeah.
RCB have that balance ever. Even though the Karnataka cricket team always has balance, I've never seen RCB with that balance, except
Yeah, they play
maybe
for Punjab, man. They play for Karnataka Ranji Trophy and go to Punjab.
yeah, I know it's apples and oranges. I know that, but
Yeah.
but no, but you know I don't the reason I bring that is because I don't see I don't see that balance which maybe
Yeah.
Manish Pandey and all that have with actually if you see the Karnataka team, they don't really have the best of bowlers or whatever,
Hmm.
but like each of their top 6 7 batsmen have played for India, but they're able to find the balance at some point. So I think the story for RCB I think should be finding that balance, and yeah, and so too
Yes.
CSK also. I'm just trying to stir the pot a little bit.
Well, I don't doubt CSK for a moment at all.
I mean, Rajasthan scored 216 against them.
Yeah.
Exceptions always exist. The very
Oh
cringy
yeah,
statement,
of course,
right?
of course. Yeah, CSK fans will say that, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, fine. This is like one of those exceptional years, like you've seen the, please tell me you guys have seen the 2020 divided by 4, that is 104, the meme, that error thing. 404 is an error, so it's like one of those years where
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
2020 is an
yeah.
error. So
Oh
yes,
God.
so that is what, like what I mean, how much more worse can it get than RCB winning this year?
Oh my God, yeah. I saw like a meme where everything that's wrong with T20, RCB on top of the table and CSK at the bottom.
This is like
Oh yeah, that was
conspiracy.
fun. I
The
saw that
world's
too.
turned upside down.
I saw that too. I saw that too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think Memos have a blast with RCB. I think we've given a lot of people a lot of fame and revenue.
Exactly.
And
So
content.
maybe if 2020 wasn't this cursed year, then maybe RCB would still be at the bottom of the table.
So yeah, just to like make more self-deprecating jokes. But yeah, once we lost 2 games, I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. 2020 again. If they win today, I'm like, okay, let's see.
So I saw this thing on YouTube where Danish Seth is wearing like a pink shirt, and he says, "I've been traded to the Rajasthan Royals." And he tries to go into the RCB room, and he tells the RCB security, "He go see the IPL
Because you
trophy."
know,
Yeah, you've never seen the IPL trophy. Go see it. And he goes
yeah.
into.
Watched that video at least 10 times only
Yeah,
to like go back to that moment when he says that. Go see. Till today, I'm not seeing. Oh my god, it's so good. He's so funny.
yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah.
but as an RCB fan, I'll tell you this. I'll take what I can get. You know, I you give me the title. Okay, good. I'll take it. You give me like a eighth place finish, like you finished last time. I'll take it. No problem. No problem. I'll take what I can get. It's become like that for the last few seasons at least.
Please
Right. So
don't have
this
hope. No, we will. It'll all come together. We will do well.
But in the off chance that Virat Kohli or somebody is watching this, I'm sure he's not. But I just want to say, RCB, they have no pressure on them. Yeah, I'll just take what I can get, no problem. Give me give me the trophy, fine. Give me a fourth place finish, fine. Score 200 runs, fine. ABD captains the side, fine, no problem. I'll take what I can get.
Okay, so you guys are making it sound like RCB is just one of those entertainment teams.
No, 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 no. We no. I mean, I know we've been like create a lot of meme content and a lot of roasts, but I really do think we have the potential to do well, man. It's gonna come together someday. I'm always hopeful as an RCB fan. I know that they can do a lot better. I mean, their best is yet to come. I
So,
wouldn't give
so
up.
the last time I went for an RCB game was actually a few years ago, many years ago. I think they were playing KKR, and it did seem like a cricket match. It was like a nightclub, and like a bunch of dudes were playing cricket in the middle. That's what it felt like. And the DJ is playing music, and I have a peg of whiskey in my right hand, and somebody's like throwing up on the side. Fine, yeah, it's like a nightclub vibe. So yeah, I do watch RCB for entertainment also. So then that's why I said
Definitely.
I'll take what I get. I'll I'll take I'll take whatever. If they win, fine, no problem. I had a good time. If they lose, fine, no problem. I have a good time also.
Okay, so RCB's new logo became the latest of the hundreds of reasons to troll RCB, right? And Bumrah's tweet went something like, "Cool logo looks like my bowling action as well." Oops.
Wow,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, I'll just be.
Bumrah is he's very inventive, bro. I have to say that. There's. I mean, I think he took a lot of trolling when he bowled that no ball. People made a lot of money off of him. If people would remember, against Pakistan in the Champions Trophy, Bumrah bowled that no ball, and a lot of people made a lot of money off of him. I remember Score Condoms made like their sales just doubled overnight. Score Condoms also made a lot of money when Rohit Sharma got was given out in the World Cup, and so it's good. It's good advertising. So yeah, RCB's logo that way. It's good advertising. I haven't seen it on a Kingfisher Premium pint yet, but yeah, I haven't seen it on. I haven't seen that line on a beer yet, but yeah, I mean, when that happens, great.
So yes, you can maybe imagine him in the bowling position.
Hmm.
I've actually started to accept Bumrah the way he bowls now because he gets results. So
Yeah.
I think I think it's like watching Mozart. So I would equate RCB's logo to that.
Okay, what about you?
It does look like a lot. It does look a lot like his bowling action, right? I mean, it was a funny tweet, lot of noise and advertisement, but yeah, I like the logo. It's nice. I mean, I think initially they had like that just Royal Challenge RC thing, and then now they have the line. It's good, but yeah, I he's not too far off. It does look like his bowling action, which is quite unique.
Okay, since we're talking about tweets, on 14th Feb 2020, Vijay retweeted on RCB's post. The RCB's post was something like a new chapter begins with a lot of hashtags. So his tweet is something like great, but win the trophy.
They are easy for him to say. He never won the trophy. Easy, very easy for him to say that. Yeah.
But then, come on, we're talking about Kingfisher here.
I I'm not even gonna go there. Um, yeah, I mean, he never lifted the trophy. I mean, things have changed a lot. But I'll say this. It's only been what 2 3 seasons that he's been out, or has it been only two three
A
seasons?
little long.
Little more maybe.
4 5 years maybe, huh?
I so yeah, so maybe or whatever. So it'll take some time maybe for the franchisee to develop some kind of a winning formula, winning way. I mean, we see a lot of franchisees who've not been able to do that. So I would I'm someone who likes to be patient when it comes to sport. uh, it makes a lot of sense to just say, okay, you know what, this season these are going to be my targets, because it's a whole new team, whole new environment, whole new atmosphere, whole new owners, all of that. So if so I would probably, if I were to pick RCB winning the IPL, I'd probably give it maybe a year or 2 years maybe, to be actual proper contenders. Because again, this season they've gone and built a new squad. So again, based on the performances this season, we'll have to see how much they retain next season. So
Hmm.
I think what I'd say is patience. That is something which I've only seen people in Bangalore with, in the whole of India. People who are able to keep their cool, keep their calm, and who are able to just say, okay, fine, you know what, next season we'll wait, no problem. So I'm happy to wait. Yes.
Yeah. Have you guys seen those memes where like somebody goes to like a job interview and they're like, "Why should we hire you? I'm an RCB fan and I remain to be," and he gets the job.
That's not bad. That's not a bad way to get a job actually. Not a very bad way to get a job.
Definitely.
Hmm. Okay, so 175 runs from 66 balls, that's the KL Storm. ABD and Virat have had glorious partnerships over the years, which still give goosebumps, right? They give goosebumps to
Yep.
me too.
Yep.
So, then where does all this go wrong?
Yeah, definitely. They've had a lot of iconic partnerships. I remember that partnership against, I think, Gujarat Lions. They kind of like in an afternoon match at Chinnaswamy just smacked almost every ball to like a four or a six. But I think apart from, say, just hitting those sixes, I think they run so well between the wickets. I think they have that understanding between them. They're so in sync when even say Virat hits the ball and then he says to, they just like close their eyes and just run. They're so good between the wickets and they know how to kind of pace a chase as well. But yeah, they've had really good partnerships. I think that's also a testament to their bond off screen and how well the mutual admiration and respect they have for each other, an understanding of each other's game, having played together for so many years. I think I mean, when Virat Kohli joined RCB, ABD was already like a known international star. ABD's seen the whole journey of Virat from like that chubby face to him being so into like fitness and just being such an aggressive player to actually captaining India today. I think they've seen each other's journeys. They have a really good understanding, but yeah, it's such a delight to watch them bat. I mean, one of the best batsmen in the world. It's always been a delight. Hopefully, we get to see. I think the next two games for RCB are in Sharjah, which is sort of like the Chinnaswamy or like Wankhede, you would say, of the UAE. So let's see. Hopefully, we get to see one
Wow.
in it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Boundaries are
yeah, if
really small. Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
boundaries
it's a
are very, very
nightmare. I
small.
mean, yeah, I think one of the reasons why RCB's death bowling is so glaring is, I mean, it's Chinnaswamy. It's such a flat pitch and short boundaries. It's a difficult stadium to like for bowlers. It's a nightmare for them.
Okay, all I can hear is RCB still lost the matches and they just lost the previous seasons. Okay,
No,
so
but
even
sorry, I'll just add to what Sanjana was saying, because I think you asked about where it goes wrong for RCB. So actually, if you go on YouTube and you watch Jonty Rhodes and his videos, so Jonty Rhodes is a former South African fielder.
Mm,
For those who don't know, baby boomers, I'm talking to you. So so what Jonty says is that I mean he talks about fielding, but he says it's the one percenters, the one the the small things that people don't get right. So I started watching cricket when I was about before I turned 10. So I think at the time Sachin Tendulkar was the captain when India toured Australia, and they got like a complete hammering. Like they lost every game, and I think I mean, like, Sachin obviously is a great batsman, one of the greatest, and but is he really the person to lead the side?
mm,
I've seen a lot of people say that about Virat as well.
mm.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal batsman, but is he really the guy who's supposed to lead the side? So if you actually see MS Dhoni, he's not the best batsman in the world, but he is the best captain in the world.
Yeah.
So maybe I think maybe that's where RCB is missing the trick.
I agree to that. Just to add on, I mean, MSD is the best captain in the world. Virat Kohli is the best player, but I think, yeah, they could sort of like maybe even try out Finch because he kept captains Australia as well. ABD's got that captainship. So I think they could maybe try a new captain, but I don't think the franchise and Kohli are up for like a change in captaincy yet. But yeah, I think that's a fair point. Even for like say limited overs, people say it would be better off to even have say like Rohit Sharma captain. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Rohit Sharma
sort
has a
of
phenomenal record. Yeah, he has a phenomenal record as being
exactly.
captain. Yeah.
Personally, yeah, I would prefer to see Virat like Rohit Sharma captaining India, but yeah, don't know if it's gonna happen. Yeah,
Yeah, and Virat scored 15,000 runs. I'd like that too. Yeah.
yeah, definitely he's a phenomenal batsman, but yeah, he's not the best captain. I would say. Agreed.
okay, so this reminds me that um, um, MSD taught Virat how to play, and he taught a couple of other people how to bowl and wicket keep and all of that. And he taught Bravo to dance. So isn't that like everyone's just learning things from him? So why not?
Is that a meme by any chance?
Yes,
It's a meme.
I
Yeah, I
think so.
figured. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, I have, I have great respect for MSD. You know, the way he's come up in life.
Yeah.
It's such a wonderful story. You know, this is the Indian dream, if you will. Everybody keeps talking about the American dream and all that. The Indian dream is to become like MS Dhoni, and
Yeah.
yeah, and he's, uh, I wouldn't be surprised if he or his daughter taught Bravo how to dance.
Okay,
Definitely. Go ahead.
so do you want to say something?
Yeah, just like, I mean, MSD is such a legend, right? I mean, his understanding of the game is so good. He's such a good uh, wicket keeper as well. I think he's so astute and like, say, guiding like a Chahal or a Kuldeep on way to bowl and getting them the wickets. I mean, his understanding of the game is brilliant. He's always 10 steps ahead of the opposition, and there's a reason why they call him cool. He's always cool under pressure. He knows what to do. I don't think we would have a better captain than him. I'm a Dhoni fan, out and out.
Oh, that's so lovely to hear from RCB fans.
Of course, no. I want Dhoni to do well. Every match I've tuned in this season, whenever Dhoni comes into bat, I think he's sort of like this year he kind of came in a little late, but I think last match he came in at 4 but didn't score much. But every single time he walks in, I'm always there to watch him bat. I might not be a CSK fan, but I'm always a Dhoni fan.
I
He
mean,
can
Yeah,
his
well,
do
it's
anything
very
he wants.
satisfying that he tries to think about the run rate rather than winning. I mean, he knows it's not possible, so he tries to decrease it. So, well, that's
Uh,
a win.
I mean, he has faced a lot of criticism on how he kind of paces his innings, on how he might be leaving things a little too late and a little too many to get in the last few overs. But again, his funda is okay. I'm just gonna leave it a little deep, take it a little deep, and make sure I keep my cool and let the bowlers make the mistakes so that I can whack them. I mean, it's been successful, but sometimes it hasn't come through. But again, he is a very astute cricketer. He knows what he's doing. We don't need experts don't need to be telling him how to play.
So, I one thing I'd like to add to what Sanjana is saying is, when Dhoni, Dhoni is actually a master of the 50 over game.
Mm,
The reason why he's a master of the 50 over game is because he'll be 20 or 50 balls initially at the start of his innings, but he'll be 90 of 90 balls at the end. And he would have
mm.
managed to take the game away from you. And
Yeah.
the thing is that 50 overs is a lot of time. It is a lot of
Mm,
time. 20 overs is not as much as time as 50. So,
mm.
I mean, it does, 20 overs, it has its own journey, its own ebbs and
Yeah.
flows and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But, uh, but I don't think he leaves it to the end just for entertainment's sake. I don't
Oh,
think he does that.
definitely not.
I don't think he does that. I'm very sure that he's keenly aware of what he's doing.
Yeah.
But he is a master of the game. I think beyond doubt. He that is just something. Just, wow, it's just amazing.
Yeah. I know. Wow. It was
Yeah,
just so sad when he retired. I'm like, how can I mean it's just weird to not see him behind the stumps and not just behind the wickets and imagining the Indian team without Dhoni, I haven't even like gotten over
yeah,
that yet.
yeah. And
It's
to
just
be honest,
heartbreaking.
I mean, if you're looking at the Indian team, and I've been saying this for a while. I'm gonna like get T-shirts made and all that. I'm gonna like get a tattoo on my forehead. Shreyas Iyer is gonna take over from Virat Kohli when the time comes. I'm absolutely sure
Mm.
about. It. I am absolutely convinced. I
Hmm.
not just by what I've seen with Delhi Capitals.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not just going by that, but I've been watching
Hmm.
this guy for a while, and it's I
Hmm.
definitely see him captaining the side at some point.
Yeah,
Not Rishabh Pant.
agree.
This guy. Yes,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
definitely not Rishabh Pant.
yeah. He's been phenomenal this season.
Yeah.
Okay, change of country, change of grounds. I don't know what's your lucky charm, or maybe it's the cursed 2020 year. But you guys seem to be the table toppers. And how do you see it going for RCB this year? Do you think they'll qualify to the semi-finals or the finals even? Just don't say Isara Cup Namde.
I'm not going to say that because every year we say that and we're better off not saying it. Cup Nam Devi. And that's something the fans created. It's not even the players who came up with it. I mean, they became aware, okay, the fans are doing this and everything. But yeah, I'm not going to say Salah Cup Namde, but I am positive that I'm pretty sure they won't end up at the bottom this time around at least. But yeah, I think they will qualify for the playoffs. I think the three matches that we've won, we've done pretty well. I think we've had a couple of off days against like Punjab and Delhi. But yeah, I'm positive. I think they'll do well this year. Death bowling terms and conditions apply, provided we become a little more decent in the bowling department. And somebody other than Collier ABD steps up and like takes charge, like somebody like a Finch. I'd actually like to see the low middle order being put to test. I mean, it's always been like, okay, Padikkal or Collier ABD, it's only come till then. And maybe Shivam Dubey played a match and he did really well, but we've not really tested like the lower middle order. Let's see. I think everybody has to sort of step up and not just be over reliant on a few players to kind of win matches for you. And I think Chahal is going to be like a huge factor in like seeing if RCB actually qualifies. He's amazing. Beat Chinnaswamy on flat wickets. He's still has like an economy of say like under 7. Again, Dubai, when they play in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, they do have okay one shorter boundary and one longer boundary. It gives him more freedom to kind of bowl those googlies. Yeah, I think they're very critical to RCB's chances this year. But yeah, bowling has to get together and consistent. Let us be consistent, not hot and cold. Have like a consistent performance. I think, but yeah, we should be able to get there.
Okay. So you guys have the best marketing strategy, Danish said. I mean,
Yeah.
man, I have no words. He's just so dedicated. And I don't know, how much do you love that man?
I do. I think he joined the team in I think around 2015, and the RCB Insider show and the characters he does and all the interviews are so funny. And I think we know him through like all the prank calls on FM, and we've known him before
Yeah.
that. Kind of like following him since then, and I always found him so funny. I mean, the prank calls are hilarious. Even till date, I go to all his SoundCloud account and keep listening to those pranks all over again. But again, I think he is like, I mean, he's so good at playing these different characters. I mean, if you're following him on Instagram as well, he's been doing such funny videos as well, apart from the RCB Insider Show. I think the connect he has with the players, he's been with the team for so long as well. And he's just really good at creating characters and he's damn funny. I love him.
I mean, the thing with, he uses anything to just make it look like a phone, and he'll use random props to make them look like headbands, and each and every prop. I think that's one good side. Um, Maybe one day he'll be able to imitate all of your players and come out and play on field.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I'm a huge fan of Danish State.
that is it.
I had a teacher in school who used to talk like Mr. Nags in the RCB Insider
Mm.
Show. I had a teacher in school who used to speak like that, and I'm able to relate to a lot of stuff that he asks Virat and all that. It's like a fan. I mean, he speaks for fans when he does that. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when you see him asking stuff to ABD, or I think recently I saw something with I saw something with Dale Steyn and all that, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, wow, maybe I wanted to ask that to Steyn as well. I wanted to know
Hmm.
this. Yeah, is Dale Steyn is the CEO of the entertainment group in RCB and a part-time
Def-
fast bowler. But I found that really funny. Part-time fast bowler, CEO of the entertainment group. Yeah.
Definitely. He's made ABD sing a few Kannada songs as well over the years, like the Rajkumar songs as well, which is just so nice to see. But yeah, I think RCB is incomplete without the RCB Insider Show, Mr. Nags, and just all his hairstyle. And do you notice that his glasses are actually missing one side? It's broken. He basically
And
balances
even
it on
his
one.
bush, that's just happens
The
that he
headband and that hair, and he's just so funny. I think he has a good rapport with the players as well. That's why they kind of roast each other, and he's just like, correct, Kalvi. That's always iconic.
Okay, as we come towards the end of the show, I think I have two last questions for you. Each and every year, RCB fans indulge themselves in intense calculations at the closing, of course. And okay, so at the closing end of the group stage, to look for all possible and even the slightest and rarest of chances they will ever have for entering the semis. Has it ever happened to you guys? Like, have you ever checked the table from below? Or rather, I should be asking, how many times have you checked the table from below?
All the time, every
Every season,
season,
always,
every
always.
season. It's like it's like it's like how well you've done in the exam, so you start looking from the bottom. And I'm like that. If I give an exam, I'll start checking from like the last, and I keep working my way up. So anything but the last, I'll take it. I don't mean that, but like I said earlier in this, I will take what I get. Whatever RCB gives me this year, I'll take it with both hands.
Yes, so I think that reminds me of that Three Idiots scene, right? When Raju and Farhan come like, "Niche se check kar." That
Yeah,
I
exactly,
finally
exactly.
opened the points table. But yes, I think every season, I think for the past 3 years, right? I mean, you have some possibility, okay, if you win eight of these matches, always have those permutation combinations. Somebody or these teams have to lose and these teams have to win these certain matches to kind of like qualify. And this year, NRR has taken a beating so badly because whatever we've lost so badly. But yeah, we don't have to like take out our calculators this time. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people just like making charts and like calculations. I've also seen Excels on how things should pan out if RCB has to qualify, which didn't happen. I really hope we don't have to do that this season.
Yeah, so seeing that, my friend, um, she's a hardcore RCB fan, and then every time we say something to her, she just gets so pissed and she just walks out, and we're like, oh my god, you just come back.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
fans like that exist.
You just say that, okay, fine, what's the point? And then she just walks out each and every time we try to have this conversation. So I am a CSK fan, and then my friend is a MI fan, and she is the RCB fan, and then we just have to go convince her, like, just come back. We're sorry. We're sorry. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I've gotten used to getting roasted. So we do have like a group of all my grad friends here. Most of them are like MI fans, a few of them are like CSK fans. But yeah, I think it's self-deprecating humor is always nice. But I mean, I would rather roast RCB than others doing it. But yeah, it's fun.
Okay, so my last question, that is, what do you think is gonna happen in today's match? It's against CSK.
We're gonna win. I haven't checked the score, but yeah, I think we're gonna win. I mean, usually when we go into like CSK or RCB clashes, CSK is always doing better and maybe has the upper hand. But yeah, I think CSK this season have not played to their potential. And that being said, is that they definitely can turn things around as well. But it's going to be a really good match. They have an iconic rivalry as well. It'll just be fun to watch. But I do think RCB will be the better side today. I'm hoping.
Judging by the look on Upridge's face, I don't think so. He seems like one of those practical RCB fans.
I'll take what I can get. You win, lose, fine, no problem. I
Oh
don't I
my
don't
God.
I don't mind.
I think my
No,
goal is to get there. I don't think I'm there yet. I'm always hopeful and I always get sad. I think that's like a correct balance to have. Just take things as they come.
yeah, just
Accept.
like I'm also trying to get there. Be like a Zen master. You know. Yeah, fine. You lost today. Yeah, no problem. Tell me something new.
Oh my God.
No, but for today, I don't know. I'm a bit hopeful, obviously. But let's see. I mean, the score. I was just looking at the score when you asked me that, and I saw
Oh,
Chris Morris is playing. So
oh yes.
that's maybe
Yes,
a good thing.
finally.
Yeah, the score is like 29 for one in 5.2 overs. So yeah,
Who's
so
batting?
yeah, Finch is out.
Oh
Kohli is
man.
batting with Padikkal. Padikkal is see. I mean, one thing that I am looking forward to is this guy doing well, Padikkal, because
Yeah, yeah.
I've been watching him play for quite some time. I've watched him in the Chinnaswamy as well when he played Ranji
Hmm.
Trophy, and I really I really like him. I see him playing for India at some point. Yeah,
Hmm.
I really see him
Definitely.
playing for India at some point.
Definitely.
But I that's one thing I am looking forward to this season, irrespective of ABD and all of those people.
Hmm.
I'm looking more for this guy.
Okay. Mm, so there we have two hardcore RCB fans who given their verdict, and you know, I'll get back to you guys after the match, and maybe if you guys qualify, then I'll get back to you after, if and after. I mean, whatever the thing is, when RCB goes into the qualifiers. So thank you so much for joining. Hope your turf continues to be on the
For
greener
having
side.
us.
Yeah,
Yes.
awesome. This is fun. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Good to meet other RCB fans.
Okay. Until next time.